Noel here with another exciting live stream for the live stream section of the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. Fun fact, it's my 7th anniversary to Old Wifey, so, cheers to that. Love never tasted so good. Uh-huh. She's asleep right now, by the way. Hello, Sinister. I got your hot fire you sent through the wonders of Instagram. So yes, very good, very good. Yeah. International channel, my brother from another mother. You're at work right now. Very cool. Well, stick it to the man and enjoy the live stream. John, how you doing, my friend? I don't work weekends. Well, apparently you do now. So, Spider-Man, how you doing? Yeah. So I don't know what we're gonna be doing tonight. I have beaten JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on the Super Nintendo. Now, what you guys sadly, well, not sadly, but unfortunately for me, when I was playing on the PVM last live stream, I was playing obviously on a cartridge, a repro cart. I would not attempt recording what I did if the boss lady was present. Well, bitches be crazy. No, I don't know. Yeah, so on and so forth. I haven't had enough coffee yet, so I'm a little loopy. Anywho, my cartridge that I was playing on was a repro cart, and I didn't realize that they put a really crappy battery in the repro cart. So, we played JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on the live stream. We got a good chunk of the way through the game. Yes, I did hear about Bray Wyatt. That sucks. Bray Wyatt, for those of you who don't know, Bray Wyatt, or Wyndham Rotunda, is the son of IRS, who was a wrestler from Syracuse, New York, which is about 30 minutes north of where I live. And my cousin's wife, I remember her telling me that IRS flirted with her or something like that, so Mr. Wall Street / IRS, also grandson of Blackjack Mulligan. Yes. In all honesty, an RGT85 actually said something similar to this. I'm not going to act like I was a huge Bray Wyatt fan, because I didn't love him. I didn't hate him. I thought he was okay. I thought he was a little overrated. But he was definitely someone who had a presence. He was creative. And he definitely made a big impact whenever he was on TV. He certainly had his fans. And it just sucks horrendously that he died. You are a Bray Wyatt mark. Very cool, very cool. I actually made a Bray Wyatt sign for an AEW show, and I gave it to my friend. I said, hey man, because it was like the show in Rochester, and I really wanted to go because this was like when Bray Wyatt had been fired by WWE, and there were rumors that he was going to go to AEW, and he was and the show was in Rochester, which was Brody Lee's hometown, and he didn't make the jump, which was, I don't know, who knows if it was a good or bad decision. I think it probably would have been a good decision. I mean, I'm biased toward AEW, but that would have been the thing that could have saved the Dark Order. And it seemed like he ended up just spinning his wheels anyway when he went back to WWE. And then sadly, he got really sick. I don't actually know, when the COVID hit and then when that started causing heart problems for him. But it sucks that he died at 36 years old. That's, way too young, especially, at a time period when, I was watching Sting wrestle tonight on Collision. Sting is in his mid-60s. And I mean, everyone now, I think, ages 10 to 15 years more slowly than they did, a while ago, 20 years ago, let's say. So like, I mean, I would say that, I would consider myself, you know, I feel like I'm probably 30, you know, but I'm 40, you know. Yes, Arrow's on. Hey man. So, you know, Sting, who's like in his 60s, you know, he's kind of like in his 50s, you know, and Hogan was still doing WrestleManias in his 50s. So to see this kind of increase in longevity with, you know, I think ourselves and then obviously professional athletes like Tom Brady was playing at a Super Bowl level into his 40s. And I believe he won a Super Bowl in his 40s, you know. So to have someone, you know, die at 36 just sucks horrendously. You know, Terry Funk, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm probably a little more disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I'm trying to say this properly. I was more of a Terry Funk fan than a Bray Wyatt fan. So I was like, oh shit, Terry Funk died, you know? And but I will say I was not surprised that Terry Funk died because that dude was like old as shit when he was in WCW the last time I was you know, like in the 2000s, you know, like late WCW, like 2001. I mean, he probably ended Bret Hart's career just as much as Goldberg. I mean, and I don't mean that in a bad way, like, but he was doing like hardcore matches, like he was getting hit in the head with all kinds of stuff. I mean, like, you know, the amount of stuff that Terry Funk put his body through, I was not shocked that he had passed away. But Bray Wyatt, I was hugely shocked when he passed away because that was just nuts, you know. And it's not like there was, it was just kind of like, well, he's, you know, not on TV. And I just kind of assumed he wasn't on TV because they didn't have anything for him. Um, it's been a while. Ready to go back to teaching? Hell no, I'm not. Or do you want to keep indulging in anime and video games? Absolutely the latter. Bray was practically your age. Yeah, man, for sure. Remember, Noel, I saw Beyond the Mat in theaters. My dad and I were the only ones in the theater. I love when that happens, when you're the only ones in the theater. Santino and I were the only ones in the theater for Dragon Ball Super Superhero. And, it was like one of the best experiences of my life, just being one of the only ones, and like being the only ones in the theater, you know, just watching just my favorite Dragon Ball movie. Bob Barker also died. I saw a really funny meme because he died when he was 99. It's like he stayed just under $1, you know, because on Price is Right, you know, a lot of times you go over $1, you're not gonna make it. So he lived to be 99, which was appropriate. I used to love watching The Price is Right. You know, when I would stay home from school, 11 o'clock, Channel 5, CBS. That was, you know, that was what I would watch when I would just be home eating lunch. My mom always had bad memories of The Price is Right because when she was a single mom, no, when she was pregnant with me, she came back from Italy. She was pregnant with me, and she just remembered like having to, you know, walk places, being very pregnant, and then watching The Price is Right. You know, so there's just kind of a negative association of things. I think like she walked to my great grandmother's house and she would just make herself soup and watch The Price is Right. And I just remember her saying to me, like, I hate The Price is Right. It reminds me of when I was like pregnant and tired. You know, I was like, okay. You know, so but I have fond memories of The Price is Right, and Bob Barker absolutely stole Happy Gilmore. You know, with his like boxing. He's like, you know, that scene where he's like boxing Adam Sandler. He's like, yeah, Bob Barker was awesome. And to be quite honest, I haven't watched The Price is Right since he left The Price is Right. I think I may have randomly caught uh, Drew Carey once or twice, but you know. Um, so yeah, it sucks. Um, so they always say that death happens in threes, you know, as far as like these celebrity deaths, and that definitely seems to be the case. On the topic of aging, I used to watch the Drew Carey show. I like the Drew Carey show a lot. I used to watch that on ABC. That was pretty regular viewing for me. I mean, I'm not gonna say I watched it every time it was on, but I definitely was no stranger to the show. Come on, Noel, you're making me young. Cleveland rocks. Yeah, living in sin with a safety pin. I mean, I remember that show when he had like the first opening, and it was like that cartoon of him with like his tie. You know what's really funny is I've been watching interviews with Norm Macdonald. He's another guy who died like randomly young. Um, and he had a show, the Norm show, that was on like right around the time Drew Carey was on, and I was watching him do interviews of it with interviews talking about it on like David Letterman. And the thing I was going to bring up about aging is that Dave Letterman has aged horribly. Like, I mean, I love Dave Letterman. I know he got kind of like Trump derangement syndrome, and I think that's probably because, he, I don't know if he wanted to fit in with the young people. I don't know if it was because he himself had sexual harassment allegations, and everyone who kind of has skeletons in their closet are like the first ones to jump on Trump because Trump is so bad at hiding things, and he's made himself a target of powerful people that they go after him for everything. So so the stuff that they would go after him on is stuff that a lot of celebrities partake in, and so now those celebrities know that they're screwed the second that Trump gets the target on him. They feel like it's only a matter of time before the target turns to them, because now all of a sudden this celebrity behavior is now frowned upon because a particularly crude and unlikable celebrity by powerful people is now targeted. And so that poor behavior is very likely to result in the cancellation of, dude, Trump's mugshot. Melania totally trained him for that. Like, Melania is like a supermodel, right? So there's no way that she didn't say, all right, honey, look, this is how you got to do it. You got to, like, you know. Trump is a political prisoner right now. I mean, there's no way around it. He's not guilty of any criminal action. Like, he didn't do anything that the Democrats didn't do to him for 4 years straight. I mean, for 4 years straight, the Democrats said he was. I inspired your recent haircut. Oh, thank you, thank you. I love being bald. For 4 years straight, the Democrats said that Trump was an illegitimate president, that the election of 2016 was not legitimate. They were, either tacitly or actively endorsing riots. Um, they made up all this shit about hacked voting machines and things like that. I mean, Hillary Clinton was just grandstanding, saying that he was not a legitimate president. The only thing she did differently was concede and then proceed to undermine him. It was 24/7 negative coverage of him from the media, the intelligence apparatus. The only time anyone said anything positive about Trump was when he caved and would bomb a Middle Eastern country that was one of our geopolitical allies. Sorry, bomb a country that one of our geopolitical allies was fighting, like, Yemen or Syria or something like that. So like hacks like Van Jones was saying, like, oh, Trump's mature now that he's like bombed Yemen. It's like, go F yourself, you freaking gargoyle. These freaking blood merchants, these like commissars on cable news that just make money off of war and just being mouthpieces for imperialism is just like super disgusting. And the only reason that Trump got, targeted was because he was not savvy enough to, or stubborn enough to, he actually believed he was in charge, and he ended up pissing off the people that actually were in charge. And the people that are in charge are so unlikable that Trump and the pendulum swung back in their favor, and they screwed that up. So now they're afraid that Trump's going to win. And so the way to get around that is just to hit him with a felony charge and make sure that he can't, run. And, so I think it's definitely helping him more than hurting him. But you have the people that hate him no matter what. Oh, I forgot to also mention that, the media lied about Joe Biden, being embroiled in international bribery schemes and whatnot. They just said the Russians made that up. I mean, like, it was just the fact that he's been arrested for, I guess, trying to undermine the election. I don't even know what he's being arrested for. They're just doing anything, because you can, based on free speech, say an election's not legitimate. You as a politician can, lean on people to help you out. You as a politician can encourage your supporters to go out and protest, and he said, peacefully protest. So they don't have him on anything. I think they just need to get a felony charge on him so he can't run for president, and that's all this is. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go on a rant, and I know he's not everyone's favorite person, and he's not my favorite person, but I think that, Joe Biden is like way more corrupt than Donald Trump. Nintendo 70, how the hell are you, man? I'm really happy that you're here. Sorry you walked into that rant. So it's like, I'm gonna go see what Noel's doing. He's just complaining about shit. I always thought that it was weird how everyone made fun of McCain and Reagan for being so old. Yeah, Biden is insane, and yeah, because Biden has the whole system protecting him. Because Trump won, Biden is the guy that they decided could beat Trump because he could shave off enough of a percent. Our electorate is so divided. It's like 50-50. Doing great. You turned 33 on Monday. Happy birthday, man. That's your Jesus age. So I remember when I turned 33 and I realized that's how old Jesus was when he died. And I thought, man, compared to Jesus, I've accomplished so little. Then I remembered that Jesus was God, and it was like, and I felt better about myself. But happy birthday, man. 33 was a fun year for me. I don't know. I just remember hanging out with my friends a lot, going to coffee shops, and playing video games, making YouTube videos. And that was the year, really right before I figured out how to talk to girls really effectively. So, I ended up doing a lot of dating and got married, and so that was yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, 33 is a good age. So enjoy it, my friend, and I raise my coffee cup to you. So there you go. This is my son gave me this cup. It's adorable. Daddy is my hero. So there you go. But yeah, Sinister, to answer your question, no one's saying anything about Joe Biden because because he's being protected. Because the people, the media, the intelligence apparatus, a lot of urban voting sectors who are liberal, the Democratic Party, the establishment wing of the Republican Party don't want Trump reelected, and Biden is the guy they've chosen to run against him, so they will not criticize him. I mean, the FBI sat on that laptop like forever and did nothing, and then when they finally, were getting exposed about it because the Trump campaign tried to use it as a November surprise, their response was the Russians made it up, which is nuts because there's like zero evidence for that. It's like I deal with that shit from like 7th graders all the time. Like they're like totally caught red-handed, so they tell the most absurd lie possible. Because at that point they're just like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna say anything. Like, you got me red-handed. What's the worst that can happen? I'm dead to rights anyway. So yeah, that's why Biden's not getting criticized. I mean, I don't hate Joe Biden. I think he's stupid, and I think there's a lot of political double standards. But I mean, I don't think Trump is particularly intelligent either. I just think he's like goofy corrupt, as opposed to like entrenched, kind of politically insidious corrupt. Yeah, I don't hate anyone anymore. That's good. You shouldn't hate anyone. Hate is I would say the only time I feel hate is when I think of the New Orleans Saints football team, and I'm really trying to work through that, man. I mean, that's a lot of toxicity that I don't need in my life, man, but I still get hot every time I think about the 2009 NFC Championship game and how Brett Favre got bountied and the Vikings didn't get to go to the Super Bowl because, they fractured Brett Favre's ankle. He couldn't run on that play, and he threw the ball across his chest, got picked off. and none of the late malicious and absurd roughing the passer hits got called, so the Vikings never got to get into field goal range, get a couple field goals, could have won that game. Yeah, I don't know. And then everyone was like celebrating the Saints like they were God's gift to football when they were just a bunch of cheating scumbags, but I digress. So here's my football rant to go with my politics rant. um does anyone know if sorry, not WWE, AEW All In is going to be rerun after 1 o'clock? Because, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and or if I want to just like, I like to watch like pay-per-views at night, man. Like I'm gonna have my kids running around. I'm not gonna be, and I'm not gonna be able to like sit down and watch like that thing with a 2-year old and all this other stuff. So yeah, I would like it to be rerun at like normal evening time when people watch wrestling pay-per-views, but I don't. Every time I look that up, it's like, is AEW All In gonna be rerun? I can't find anything, but it would be cool if it was, because it's like the literal, as of right now, it's the biggest wrestling event ever. It's 80,000 people, and it looks pretty good. It would be cool if they, did some kind of big, crazy storyline revelations. I mean, I think Edge is probably going to show up there. There's no reason not to. I mean, I guess his contract ends in September or something, but I mean, there's got to be a way to get around that. Just like buy out the rest of the time on it, you know. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's like, because it's practically September. I assume he won't be there. Maybe they could do something like reveal that he's coming or something. I think he's probably going there, though. I mean, I don't think there's any reason why he wouldn't. I mean, Christian's there. I've heard Gangrel works backstage. The Hardys are there. Like, WWE's kind of done with them. What? There's no reason for him not to. The only reason for him not to go is if WWE drove a dump truck of money to his house and say, please don't go because it'll make AEW look good. I mean, like, the WWE fans are just apoplectic. They're just like screaming, like, please don't go. I can't, I remember like when Jeff Hardy went to TNA, like it was ridiculous. I mean, there were WWE fans saying that they wanted to kill themselves and stuff, and it's like, you're an idiot. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, I mean, first of all, you shouldn't joke about that. Second of all, like, I mean, listen, I'm not the biggest WWE fan. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I like AEW a lot. I do like Impact, even though Impact just annoys me because of how pathetic it is. There's like there's like 50 people there, and it's just like these golf claps when anyone comes out, and it's just really sad to see what that company turned into. It's just like, it's pathetic, like, death is never the answer. Yes, that is true, my friend. It's just, no, it's just, I mean, like, because everyone's like, oh, it's so good now. It's like, no, it's not. It's really not. It's like, you can't fill a freaking cafeteria. You got like 40 people there, and like the Impact fans are acting like, oh, this is so good. And it's like, no, it sucks, dude. It's like, no one is watching this shit. And it's like, Bully Ray is acting all surprised that like PCO is coming out. It's like, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares, okay? Just pull the plug and stop this thing, because, like, nobody cares. I mean, listen, if Impact was started, like, every time I sit down and watch Impact, I don't dislike it, And there's times when I actually enjoy it, And whenever I see, like, old people coming back from the glory days, I like it. But then when I see, like, nobody in the crowd and people in the comment sections of Impact stuff, like, acting like this is so good, it's like, dude, like, I used to watch TNA every week. It was my favorite show. They had the Impact Zone packed to the gills. I mean, they would go to England and sell out, or get, tons of fans, and get a big, really big show feel, There was a point in time when Impact had the greatest roster of wrestlers on the planet, okay? okay? And the fact that right now it's an indie promotion that, you know, can't, like, WWE just like lets people go and do promos for them now because they're so pathetic and not even a threat to anything, you know? Like they let AJ Styles go on there and talk about, like, you know, during some anniversary thing, and it's like, yeah, that was nice of them, and you know, but it's like now they don't care because Impact is like literally nothing. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, you know, they have cool wrestlers there, you know, but then it's like when they have, like, you know, one of the Edge clones or whatever, like vying for a major title, or like they had like Trinity Fatu, you know, and they're like trying to like build anticipation for her coming out. It's like they're acting like, oh, this is like the second coming. It's like, no, you have like a mid-tier WWE like diva, and like you're acting like, you, like, if the WWE janitor rolled into that company, they'd like act like it was so amazing, because that's how far they've fallen, you know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like go on that anti-TNA rant, because like when everyone hated on TNA, like that, it was like my favorite show. And I don't hate TNA, but it pisses me off to see, like, you know, 70 people in attendance at these TNA shows. They got to black out the whole arena. There's like a guardrail and like 4 rows of people there. Now I have seen some shows that, you know, looks like there's a little more people in the crowd now, and people say, "Oh, look, the attendance is going up." It's like, okay, fine. Let's say you get 120 people at one of those shows. Like, what the hell is this? You know, like, you used to get like what, like 1,000 people, you know, like, and now you get like nothing, you know. So it's bad, man. And you know, like, losing Spike TV was like horrible for them. Going on Destination America was also not good. I mean, you know, I remember like Dixie Carter has this habit apparently of like pissing off television executives. And I remember they like brought Ring of Honor on to try to like push TNA out. And then Ring of Honor did like 70,000 viewers, and they like basically canceled it immediately, you know? So, you know, and that was at the time when everyone like, it was like Ring of Honor is awesome and TNA sucks, you know? But long story short, I don't hate TNA. I don't hate Impact. I like it, but I get so pissed off when there's like no one in the crowd, and then the fans act like the product is amazing, and it's like, dude, it's like, this is freaking sad compared to what it used to be. All right, there's my Impact Wrestling rant. Diego's here. I feel like Dwayne Johnson could go over there and help. Yeah, no, if Dwayne Johnson went over there, that would turn everything around. I mean, he's The Rock, you know? Like, I mean, honestly, Dwayne Johnson could buy TNA if he wanted to. There's no way. Like, I mean, Dwayne Johnson's net worth has got to be worth more than that entire company. Like, that's not even, I don't even think that's debatable. You know, and it's like, I've heard, yeah, I miss ECW and WCW too. WCW was the greatest wrestling of all time, man. I used to watch WCW and people said that it sucked. I loved WCW right up to the last episode. Yeah, you know what I was watching? I was watching ECW today. I was watching Beulah McGillicuddy's. Noel says Impact is smaller than NWA. Here's the difference. NWA does like intentionally does studio wrestling, you know? Like, if Impact did that, if Impact was like, we're gonna do studio wrestling, you know, that would make a lot more sense. But they can't, because like that was never their brand, you know? So like, you know, now they're in this situation where they screwed themselves out of Orlando. And so now they're just knocking around whatever little meager place they can. And, you know, it's just, like, I've heard like their pay-per-view numbers are like abysmal. Like, I remember, I don't know, I think someone said something like, it's like, oh, they got like 4,000 buys. I'm like, what? You know, like, for like, there it's that bad, like 4,000 people are like buying your pay-per-view. Like, how are you in business, you know? But like, you know, I mean, I think Eric Young is better off in Impact. I like that he went back there. I mean, Bully Ray is talented as hell. Deanna Perrazzo is really, really good looking, and she's cool. Um, Trying to think of who else. It's the other thing about Impact that makes me annoyed is that like people will go there and then like literally the second the WWE's like, hey, actually we're interested in you. It's like you can see like the tire marks in the parking lot as they skid the hell out of that place. Um, I mean, but Noel Team 3D reunion. Did they do? Is Devon there? Did Devon go back there? Because I mean that would be cool. Oh, Devon is back there. That is cool. That is cool. When did he go back? Was that Thursday? Because like this is what I'll do is I'll usually watch Impact Wrestling on YouTube, but it's kind of gotten to the point where it's like nothing interesting is happening. This company's dead. And then like usually when I'm about ready to throw in the towel, then like something like piques my interest again. And again, and I say this as someone who likes TNA and would like them to, do well, but it's like beefs with Bully Ray over him blocking me on Twitter for no apparent reason. Ooh, you got a Bully Ray's naughty list right there. Aces and Eights was like one of the greatest wrestling storylines ever. Um, Man, I used to watch Vampire Diaries and Impact Wrestling every Thursday, and I just look forward to the Aces and Eights. I have like Aces and Eights knit hats that I ordered from TNA, like skull caps. I used to wear the Aces and Eights hats quite a bit. Then they started itching my head, so I stopped wearing them. Plus, they're just too hot. I wear baseball caps instead of. But when it's winter, I will occasionally pop one on. So. But I can't do the wool caps when it's not winter. I'm too hot blooded. So um yeah. But it is cool that Devon's back. It's cool that Eric Young is back. Um yeah. So I don't know, man. On the one hand, it's like I wish them well and I want them to be successful. And then on the other hand, I just get really annoyed when the fan base is acting like, things are good and it's not. You're too New York conditioned. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. All right. Well, so we've been talking for about a half an hour about wrestling and politics and other stuff. It's about right. So blah, 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 blah. There'll probably be a new episode of the Noel Show this week. I had a ton of fun making the last one. You went to a Mets game yesterday. That's another team that that the Mets have been my favorite team. They are my first favorite sports team, and they are. I would say that they're still my favorite sports team. But I'm just so like conditioned with the Mets like to not get excited for anything the Mets do unless they're like actually in the playoffs because am I a Knicks fan? No, I am a Chicago Bulls fan and a Washington Wizards fan. Guess why? um so yeah. Um yeah, seriously. But the thing is I've paid like no attention to the NBA since Jordan retired. Absolutely. you know. Occasionally I'll watch a game. I like the Warriors. I'm not like a bandwagon Warriors fan. I'm not wearing Warriors stuff. I'm not. If I was to ever wear a modern basketball jersey, it would be like a Miami Vice colored Miami Heat jersey. But I don't really care about the Miami Heat. I mean, if the Bulls started winning again, I'd be like, oh, that's awesome, man. But it should let you know that the last time I seriously followed basketball was 2000 and when did Jordan retire? 2003. Yeah. When was his? Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, when Jordan was playing, I used to watch basketball like all the time. I have seen LeBron play here and there, and And I do like the Warriors in the sense that I really like Steve Kerr as a head coach because I love that the Bulls teams that he played on. And Steph Curry is just an amazing perimeter shooter. I mean, it's a thing of beauty watching him hit those threes. So, I mean, if there was any NBA team that I thought was cool nowadays, I'd say it was the Warriors. But and I also used to like to watch Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and that character played on the Warriors. So, but yeah, I can't talk. I don't know a whole. I'm blah, 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 blah. I watch college basketball a lot more than I watch the NBA. And it's basically I watch the Syracuse Orangemen, or I'll watch like Big East basketball, because I have nostalgia for the Big East. So I like to follow them, see, Georgetown win every once in a while. UConn just won the title. And I would really like that division to recapture its former glory. So, um, but as much as I just shit on TNA, there was a point in time when the Big East was, really meager. After like a ton of the teams went to the ACC, including Syracuse, which really pissed me off. Um, and like the Catholic schools basically just teamed up and said, "Look, the division is screwed. Let's just try to get the rights to it." And get away from the football schools and refocus it on basketball and have it be like a tight clique of elite basketball colleges. And Villanova won a few titles. And now UConn's rejoined the division. UConn was technically in, there were like two successor leagues to the Big East. It was like the core Big East schools went and reformed the Big East away from the football schools, and the old Big East with the football schools changed their name, and UConn stuck with them until they hopped on to the basketball Big East, basketball exclusive Big East. And so now they're actually good. I like to watch Big East basketball. And living in Cortland, Syracuse is it's a wildly successful basketball program, formerly in the Big East, and I just wish they would go back there because they're just another fish. They're just like a dime a dozen in the ACC. The ACC is overcrowded. Syracuse, like, it's like, oh, we're rivals with Duke. It's like, no, you're not. Duke doesn't give a shit about Syracuse. Like, Duke cares about North Carolina. It's like, your rival is Georgetown. Georgetown was always Syracuse's rival. And, you know, the most exciting basketball games, for me to watch once a year is the December game with Syracuse versus Georgetown. And I usually root for Georgetown, because, I just, as much as I like Syracuse, I associate Georgetown more with my youth. If Syracuse was still in the Big East, I would probably root for them over Georgetown. But um, I like the Big East basketball schools. Um, so yeah, I don't know. So I follow that basketball a lot more closely than the NBA. Josh, how the hell are you, man? We still got some time. Let's milk that summer for all it's worth. The only sports I watch is the World Cup, Olympics, and wrestling. Very cool. If you watch the Noel show, I made a joke about Megan Rapinoe blowing that penalty kick right there. Yeah. I love to play soccer, but I don't watch a lot of soccer unless it is World Cup time. Although I did used to, when my grandpa was alive, I would go to his house, and one of our kind of bonding things would be we'd watch Juventus play, or we would just watch the British League. So, by the way, by the way, I like my job. I was a little far away. 39 minutes, no gaming. We got to fix that. All right, all right. Da 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 da. So I'm thinking, Napoli. Very cool, very cool. I'm thinking, I have one more RPG that I want to knock off, and it's Final Fantasy 15. The other thing I've been thinking about playing is Soul Edge, because I re-uploaded my Soul Edge review because I just happened to stumble across it, and I was like, I don't like the camera's kind of not good. Play a beat 'em up, okay? Play some Final Fight or something. I do have the Xbox right here. It's got the Capcom beat 'em up collection on it. Was up, International Channel 4 Life. So anywho, so I re-uploaded my Soul Edge review, and I've just been listening to the Soul Edge theme song, and I love it deeply. So so I have Soul Edge ready to go as well. But yeah, I got Final Fantasy 15 in the Xbox, and I feel like Soul Calibur was such a gigantic leap from Soul Edge. You know what? Do I like to shop at PNC? Yes, I do, actually. I shop there quite a bit. See, as much as I like Soul Calibur, I actually think Soul Edge is a lot better than Soul Calibur. Not in terms of the gameplay per se, but the aesthetics of Soul Edge are just so good. Like that opening, nothing has ever come close to Edge of Soul as an opening to a Soul game, you know. So, you know, King of Dragons, Captain Commander, Knights of the Round. That's a fun game. We gotta play some Final Fight here. Play the Japanese version. Mika Hega. Yeah, I love this soundtrack. That's weird. They apparently added Jessica yelling in the American version. You know what else I did? I got my PSP hooked up to my computer monitor, so you can actually play some Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max on that as well. We always got to go with Cody. Yeah! Dumdo! By the way, I got a new Xbox controller. It's phenomenal. Like, seriously, look at how pretty that is. It's like an Xbox Series X controller, but it works on the Xbox One. The PS5 controllers don't work on the PS4, do they? Yeah, if they did, that'd be really cool, and I would get one. I've had so much better luck with Xbox controllers than PlayStation controllers. Seriously, like, yeah. When I get off work, it'll be 11, and everything will be closed. Oh, okay, I'm sad about that. I'm sorry, man. Fat guys. I would like to get cartridge versions of Final Fight 2 and 3. I love the Japanese commercial of Final Fight 2. It's really great. There's a really cool song playing in the background. I can't remember what it is. I should try to find a full version of that. Oh, by the way, I uploaded a fan art of Leon and Ashley. Hopefully it looks okay. I have Leon's hands like folded behind Ashley's feet. And it's been kind of bugging me, but like I was doing it, and I was like, that is where his hands would be positioned if he like locked his hands, you know. So I don't know. I'm just looking at it like there's something wrong with it, and maybe there is. I don't know, but I really wanted to. So there was this movie from the '80s called "Can't Buy Me Love," and so I really wanted to do like a Resident Evil 4 fan art because I beat the game and I really loved it. And there's a scene of like the girl on the back of the main character. So I wanted to do something like that with Leon and Ashley, So I made this fan art and manga style, and I don't know, man. I don't know about like not that I care. I mean, I kind of care, but I don't care. I just do YouTube because I love it. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like my viewer counts sometimes. It's like, I wonder if like people actually like get the notifications or not. It's like, but I mean, the stuff I post is so obscure that it's probably like, yeah, people are like, yeah, no, that's nice. I don't really want to see that though. Because it's like, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do a talk show and I'm gonna review a video game and I'm gonna draw some obscure thing. Which, by the way, international channel, I am gonna do that Tom Snyder fan art. I've been thinking about doing it. I just haven't. I need to do it really. I was just been so engrossed in beating RPGs before I have to go back to school. So I did a review of the Super Nintendo JoJo, which was great. And Santino and I introed it on DOA. Because Dio is from my town. So here's clearly female Poison. I don't buy that Poison's a transvestite. Not with that voice and those boobs. So that was just something that they told people not to get in trouble. Although who knows now with the new woke Street Fighter 6. Oh, Street Fighter 6 isn't really that bad, but I just wish they would make stuff more accessible in it, I'm just so sick of all this, download this, download that, oh, well, you can do this if you, or you can buy it. But then, even the buying things, it's confusing on how to get things working. Because they release stuff, half-assed, because they can just keep charging money for, they'll, release a shitty version of something, charge full price, and then they're like, oh, well, this now fixes it. Here, pay $15. And it's like, and it's just, that's, horrible what's happening to video games. Whoa, Andori Jr. As much as I love the arcade version of this game, the Sega CD version has such good music. The Game Boy Advance version of this game is also really good. It's weird that they didn't put the girls in it though. They put Billy and Sid instead. But I loved how they put Guy and Cody's Street Fighter Alpha 3 forms in there. Oh, I didn't mean to choose Hager, but whatever. Santino likes to play as Hager. Santino and I played this game together quite a bit. You're playing Hyperstone Heist. Very cool. I compare Streets of Rage to Final Fight. Yes, that is... Whoa, sorry, I'm reading that. I should pause this here. Let's see what's going on in the comments here. Da 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 da. All right, Final Fight. I assumed you would be one of the guys who said Final Fight 1 was the best looking in the Super Nintendo trilogy. I really did like Hager wearing bicycle shorts with a giant ponytail in Final Fight 3. I thought that looked really fun. I would say Final Fight certainly blows the original Streets of Rage out of the water, strictly in terms of the graphics. I don't know, man. They're both really good. As much of a Sega fan as I am, I gotta say Final Fight is the game I grew up with because my friend had it on Super Nintendo. So that was the game I always played, and I would want to go over to his house to play Final Fight because I had the Sega Genesis. I didn't regret that for a second, but Final Fight was like the Super Nintendo game I really wished I could have on the Sega Genesis. So yeah. So I'm very, very pro Final Fight, but I do love Streets of Rage. It's a very, very great game, and that Yuzo Koshiro soundtrack is just nuts, man. I just wish Streets of Rage 4 looked like Streets of Rage. Like I really didn't like the graphical upgrades that they did. Because it didn't look like Streets of Rage. It was too dark and and I didn't like the character designs on it. But I know they did have a way to get the old sprites back. I mean, you didn't even have to have the old sprites, just do what they did with the Ninja Turtles game. That Ninja Turtles game is nuts. Oops, man, I don't want to be Hager again. Whatever. Ooh. That gonna do it? When it comes to Streets of Rage 2 and Final Fight, Streets of Rage 2 wins. Yeah, that's probably true, especially for Final Fight 2, but I mean, they're both really, really good. I mean, comparing Streets of Rage to Final Fight, it's like comparing Street Fighter to King of Fighters, it's like, yeah, they're both, like, phenomenal, so. Down. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Time to fight evil Carl Winslow. Or as I call him, Eddie E, so. Pretty sure the Japanese ROM of this said fuck on the bathrooms, like the bathroom stalls. But these edits just say sexy, so. There we go. Now you guys are so screwed. Yeah. These new Xbox controllers, I really like what they did with the D-pad by making it concave. Like your thumb like really sinks into it. These knife guys are such a pain. Dude. Oh, you got jumped over him in time. Well, that's certainly no good. Gotta get to the edge of soul and carry on to believe what you started. Wait, what is that? How did that go? To believe something about what you believed from the very start. Oh, bring back what you believed from the very start. I think. Yeah, it's good stuff. I gotta jump to his side here. Hi, guys. You can't beat me. I'm the Street Fighter 89. Oh, I guess you can. Just grab my sword. Ah, damn you. You might see me at PNC. Cool. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Speaking of Jubilee, I'm disappointed that the X-Men cartoon revival still never happened. It's supposed to be coming in the fall, or end of the winter or something. Perhaps a beat 'em up with Street Fighter characters. That would be cool. That would definitely be cool. I didn't mean to upload a screenshot. I didn't even know how I took a screenshot. Good thing somebody dropped that sandwich on the mean streets. Alright, I'm to take old Carl Winslow here and eat your gum. Trying to shoot his gun at me. Ah, you got it. It's gonna do it for old Eddie E. On topic of X-Men, the other day I went to my favorite comic shop, Heroes and Villains, located conveniently at 75 East Court Street in Cortland. And I got the first issue of Dark Claw there, the synthesis of Batman and Wolverine. And Jubilee is known as the Sparrow, the synthesis of Jubilee and Robin. And the Joker is known as Hyena, the synthesis between Sabretooth and the Joker. So, you know, in the late 90s when Marvel and DC were not doing well, they decided, hey, I got an idea. let's join forces and try to stop the bleeding a little bit here. And you know, so they had those amalgamation superheroes, and the best one that I can think of was the Wolverine Batman combo, because Wolverine and Batman are my two favorite superheroes, basically. So you know. I mean, if Batman and Spider-Man fought, I wouldn't root against Spider-Man, but I certainly wouldn't root against Batman either. So I don't know. I do like Batman a little better than Spider-Man, but I love Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong. I have a friend who like hates Batman. He's like, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't have any powers, man. He hates Superman. He's like, he's got too many powers, man. Do. I'm gonna eat that turkey. And I'm gonna eat that sub. Oh, that's a steak. Steak sub. I'm eating well here. Andore the Giant. Hugo Andore. Whoa. Go, Cody. Punch with all you have. And that means Cody and a knife. Here comes Rolento. Captain America is far worse than Batman. I love them both. I really like Captain America a lot. I thought the new Flash movie was phenomenal. There's my own tone. Yeah, he's really a pain. gun. Hold still, you bastard. He knows he's in trouble. That's why he's going so nuts here. Get away, he's gonna blow himself up. I never really understood this bonus round. So it's kind of weird. Oh, just in time. We're gonna save right here. And we shall retire to the kitchen for a snackaroo. Alright, anything going on in Chatland here? Relento's Alpha 2 stage. Yeah. I love seeing different versions of the same background in different games. Absolutely. 75 East Court Street. Yes, they are open on Saturdays. I go there a lot of the time on Saturdays. I actually went there on Friday. Oh, I gotta show you guys something I got at that comic shop. Hold on. So, as you know, Heroes and Villains not only sells my comic books, they sell lots of cool comic books and other random cool things. What am I talking about? Well, check this out. I was lucky enough to get this at Heroes and Villains. They stumbled across it. I saw it and I really wanted it. It is a animation cell from Street Fighter, the animated movie. It's obviously Ryu and Sagat fighting. And I was just like, just gobsmacked when I found that. I thought I was like, holy crap, that's cool. So it's like one of my all-time favorite movies. And now I own a piece of it. So good times. And then I got this cool like 80s underground comic magazine. And I cut the back cover off, put it in the record insert from Hall & Oates' Big Bang Boom CD. And it looks really cool. I put it in a frame. And then I bought a bunch of cool comic books at the comic shop. And yeah, good stuff. So yeah, Heroes and Villains is awesome. Go there. Give them business. If you live in Cortland, if you don't, I don't know. I think they do take deliveries. So let's see what we got for food here. Me and my friend love the local comic book shop. He is a professor and a Freemason libertarian. Interesting. Let's grab some cookies. I went out to dinner tonight, and I had like... by the way, if you're in Cortland, I highly recommend going to the community restaurant. I had like one of the best dinners I ever had there, man. I had calamari. I had some drink called a Blue Hawaii, which is like rum and like pineapple blue juice or something. It was really good. And then I had like the seafood platter, cheesecake, and coffee. I ate like a king there. We want some, okay, so we got some Pillsbury Doughboy donuts right here. I got to keep up my regimen. I don't want to turn into the Doughboy. But, I don't know. I do eat pretty much whatever I want within reason. You noticed I got this. Yeah, this is a Space Jam shirt. I got this at Marshall's. Dude, I don't know what your Walmarts are like. The Walmart in Cortland's clothes are like awesome, dude. I mean, they're always selling like really cool looking clothes. And their shoes have gotten like way better. They've got like And One and Fubu shoes. And they're pretty damn comfy, so Seriously, like, Walmart's clothes are, like, better than a lot of places' clothes. They've always got, like, some kind of, like, cool 80s, 90s, 2000s style thing going there. And they usually have, like, cool... They have this, like, series of clothing called No Boundaries. It's, like, always really good. What kind of stuff do I like to buy from stores? My favorite things to buy in stores are clothes and video games, and glasses. These are the new glasses here. The Green Arch is like my all-time favorite restaurant. Love the Green Arch. I was actually named after the first owner of the Green Arch. Yes, John DeSenza. Yes. My favorite alcoholic drink are the old fashions they make at the Green Arch. Yeah. So and yeah, obviously I love buying glasses too. This is the new pair. I've been into the Y2K look, so I've been going with like the kind of wraparound Oakley-esque glasses right here. So we got the cool black and yellow with like stuff, like the little dots and whatnot. And then I have like, I've been wearing the clearer wraparounds with like the ear socks on the back. Which actually were not the same like ear socks that came with the glasses. For those of you that don't know, like athletic glasses, I'll show you, hang on a second. Oh, where are they? Actually, no, I won't, because they're upstairs, but a lot of time, like, wraparound glasses will have, like a rubber piece here. I don't really necessarily like it because, actually, like, the ones that I ordered, I actually, like, glued them on because they were kind of sliding off on my ear. These ones, don't. These ones just have kind of, like, for wraparound glasses, they just got kind of this like kind of rubber stuff on the inside. These are actually like really comfy. I have like an all silver wraparound pair coming in the mail. I usually get I've been getting these kind of Y2K glasses from a place called Optical Factor. They're in China, so it takes a minute it usually takes about like 2 weeks for the glasses to get made. If you're buying glasses online, and like you're looking for like fast shipping, Zenni is really the way to go. And Zenni does have a lot of really good styles. It's just that if you want, the more, I guess, like, the more kind of edgier looks, then you kind of got to go outside the box. And there's a lot of like cool Chinese glasses places that will make designer style frames, but the shipping is kind of wild sometimes. Not expensive, but like, well, South Hood's shipping sucks. South Hood is like cool. They have a lot of hip hop style glasses, but they way overcharge for shipping. And I mean, all they're doing is just taking like cheap Amazon frames and putting prescription lenses in them, and then like selling them for like $70. John likes the glasses. Well, thank you, John. All right. 2 more cookies left in this thing. I'm thinking the next game we play, we'll do some Alpha 3 Max on the PSP. At this point, it's like $12.50. So, I don't really trust myself with an RPG. Ah. Okay. Gonna go to the white Trinitron monitor. Are there a lot of Italians in my town? Yes, but not as many as there used to be. I live in an Italian neighborhood, and I mean the neighbor the neighborhood was almost exclusively Italian. But then, you know, my mom's generation started moving out to go to college, and so that really kind of made the Italian concentration start to dilute. And now there's still definitely an Italian presence there, but it's not as much as it was. But there are still a lot of Italian, Italian restaurants, my Italian parish church. It's the east. When you think of the east side, you think of Italians in upstate New York and Cortland. So scoot that in just a little bit more. There's my PSP wallpaper. I did have Maurice, but I was like, I don't want to have my daughter or my wife think I'm weird. My Maurice wallpaper on this PSP is amazing. This is what I had. Yeah, that was my PSP wallpaper for the longest time, and I figured I should probably make it a little more appropriate. Not that there's anything wrong with this. Let's just gaze upon its wonder for really the rest of the night right here. I mean, it can only really help my viewer count, can't it? All right. We have some Italians in San Diego. Cool. I'm surprised you didn't ask Noel for a bite of snack, Diego. Oh, there's always next time. What game is in here? I want to play Street Fighter Alpha here. It's Dragon Ball Evolution. We're not playing that. Hold on here. That game's not as bad as the movie, but it's not necessarily good either. The worst part about that game is they decided to go with the color palette of the movie, which is not good. So, in my opinion, at least. Alright, Dragon Ball Evolution comes out. Street Fighter Alpha 3 goes in. Oh yeah, I should turn my speaker on. That would help things. Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't see you ask for a bite of my cookies, so there is always next time. I gotta, I wonder if I can blow up that picture. Why is the volume down on this? That's so weird. Why is there no volume here? I don't know why there's no volume on this here. The audio cords should be in. Let's go home and see what's going on with the audio. That is so odd why there's no audio on this thing. Connect display settings. This video output. Sound settings, on. Let me just go check the back of this here. Make sure the audio cords are in, which they should be. No, they're not. One of them fell out. Well, that's odd. Hold on, guys. Got a little situation here. Ooh. Alright, hopefully this fixes things. Yes, that fixed it. I'm going to see if I can make the screen a little bigger here. It's interesting that we have Italian immigrants all settled in New York, East Coast. Yeah, a lot of Asian immigrants settled in California because they were building the railroad. A lot of Italian immigrants came to this area because of the factory labor. My grandpa came to get away from fascism because, you know, nobody wants that. So. Let's see. I was just seeing like what kind of ways I can blow the screen up a bit here, but there we go.
Street Fighter Alpha 3. Select your character.
Oh, you know, we gotta go with Candy.
Select your fighting style. Nobody blink. Triumph or die.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. This is like a handheld version. Like the PSP up to a big TV, obviously, although for whatever reason the screen is small. But this is like, as far as I know, the best console version of Street Fighter Alpha 3. Yes, sir.
Congratulations. I've never seen a battle like this.
Blanca.
Let's party. Go
There we go.
You win!
Man, nothing better than Candy saying, yes, sir.
I can't believe my eyes!
Come on!
It all depends on your skill. Go for broke.
Man, Alpha 3 is just like the best fighting game.
You win! I've never seen a battle like this. You have fists of God.
Rainbow Mika.
Come on!
Nobody blink. Triumph or die. You win. You prove yourself. Pay your minds the way to glory.
Master of Yoga Dalsim, standing by to measure fighting data. She an assassin of Shadow Lu? Her aura is disturbing. Her eyes aren't human. They're like a machine's. Your words, useless. Now I will extract your fighting data from you.
Get ready, fighters. Go for it, man. You win.
My head. Ooh. I can see inside your mind. Is that confusion or fear? I don't want to know. Don't look in my mind. I hear Shadow Lu's technology that can control human minds. Perhaps your suppressed mind is trying to come out. Shut up and go away. Leave me alone.
I've never seen a battle like this.
Relento. Here he is. Fought him in Final Fight. Fight him in Alpha 3.
Ready?
Ready?
Nobody blink. Triumph or die.
Good old Dan.
Come on.
Beat 'em up, guys.
Do I like watching Japanese wrestling? Yes, I do. I used to watch it on TV Asahi through shady websites, and then I stopped I started having a hard time getting the shady websites to work. But I used to try to watch the live feed from TV Asahi every Saturday, and TV Asahi showed New Japan at like 1 o'clock, 12:30 time, our time. It was like late at night their time. They show like New Japan stuff, and I'd watch it, and it was great. But the sites I would go to, like, all of a sudden they just stopped working, and I was like, well, whatever. And then I just kind of couldn't find any other way to watch stuff from Japan as far as wrestling goes. I know New Japan has like a streaming service, but
You can't give it up.
you know, I really don't want to pay for it, you know. Like, I think they dub over a lot of the stuff with the English announcers. It's like, nah, can't you just like subtitle them? Yeah, their final fight guy right here.
You win.
He almost got me. But he didn't.
You have missed the god. That's it, buddy. Beat 'em up, guys. Triumph or die.
His music is just like amazing. Nah, what?
Nine. Select your character. Select your fighting style.
Come on.
Nobody blink. Triumph.
Alright, Cammy, let's go get him. Vegas is one of those fights that's like his music is so good, like you don't care just when I keep playing this stage. Or should I say Balrog for my Japanese viewers? Bye. I love my Japanese viewers. It really means a lot to me. From Japan, watch my content 'cause I love Japan so much. Man.
You win. Can you punch the way to glory?
Big man.
can't give it up. Go for it, man.
Julie and Judy's intro is so cool. All right, what a quality win by the Camster, Cam Yam.
You can't give it up. Go for it, man.
Damn it, he broke through it. Oh man. Alright.
Select your character. Select your fighting style.
See if wearing Vikings colors helps her. Good night, Nintendo 70. Thanks for watching, dude.
Get ready, fighters. Go for it.
I really thank you for tuning in and all your friendship and support and your cool content on your channel and your, your quality taste. Come on, do it. Got him.
You win.
My body will be lost, but I'll be back again in your mind. Good old Nash. Charlie, don't After the collapse of the base, Channel ceased all activity. An intensive investigation. It's going too fast. No one can place the whereabouts of Bison or the girl whom Chun-Li insists she saw. You know, the gameplay's good, the story's good, the art's good, the music's good. It's just this game is just too good. It's too good. It's too damn good. Game over. Okay, well that's gonna do it for the PSP portion of our program here. I do want to play a little bit of Soul Edge here. We got it's a little after one quick Soul Edge game. We'll do some quick VHS tapes and we'll wrap it up. Alright, Soul Edge in there? Yes, it is here. Okay, we go. Oh, I hate when it does this. Sorry.
Nezuko.
Transcending history and the world. A tale of soul and soul.
Let's adjust this a little bit here.
Retold.
I love this game.
We all need to shine on to see how far we've come on.
Keep going like the YouTube video of this. Everyone in the comment section is like, this is one intro you never skip.
Searching for our star.
And I could never ever remember skipping this intro. I remember watching it a shit ton. Yeah, I really loved this type of PlayStation graphics. Yeah, I love seeing a rock raising his axe.
Soul Edge. Soul Edge. Welcome to the stage of history.
Gotta go Siegfried.
Final battle. Fight.
As someone with a lot of problems, I used to you know, kind
Final
of
battle.
pretend that Valdo was Luke Perry's evil alter ego. True story. I don't know why.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Siegfried. You win. 地獄へ落ちろ. Final battle. Fight.
Yeah, you really like the song Mina background. Yeah, I love it. It's a great background. The other thing about how amazing this game is like it's got like multiple soundtracks, and they all have kind of like a different vibe, but they're all phenomenal.
Ended with the victory of Siegfried. You win. おととい来やがれ. Final battle. Fight.
Oh, Sophia.
Knockout.
There we go.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of
Siegfried.
You win. ざまあねえぜ. Final battle. Fight.
All right, song Mina. Here you go, Diego. Man, look at that background. There we go.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Siegfried. You win.
Soul Edge is better than Soul Calibur. I agree.
Final battle. Fight.
I mean, I think the gameplay is more fluid on the Soul Calibur games, but I mean, this gameplay is fluid. It's just slower. But I think the aesthetics on this game looks top notch. Nothing touches them
You
in
win.
the whole series.
それぐらいにしときな.
Not Resident Evil, Soul Calibur 4 had some nice stages though, and graphics and music, but I don't know, it wasn't as good as Soul Edge in my opinion.
Knockout. The grueling battle ended with the victory of Siegfried. You win. それぐらいにしときな. Final battle. Fight.
We'll be getting close to Cervantes, the immortal pirate.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Siegfried. You win. ざまあねえぜ. Final battle. Fight. Knockout.
There we go.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Siegfried. You win. ざまあねえぜ.
Here we go.
Final battle. Fight.
There we go.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Siegfried. You win. そ それぐらいにしときな。
Here comes the Soul Edge. Oh, a lot of times he's saying it's too easy. I believe. My Japanese is far from anything.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh man, he got me.
You will use final battle. Fight.
There we go, we got him.
The grueling battle
I don't remember the button combination to hit to get Siegfried's good ending where he rejects the Soul Edge. But it's such a major part of the series of him getting taken over by the Soul Edge, you might as well just watch it. Man, these graphics look just stunning on this PVM. It's kind of a sad ending, but a powerful and cool one nonetheless. This whole color palette is just phenomenal. Am I saying Soul Edge is underrated? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think people like it, but I don't gets as much celebration as it should. Were you angry about losing to the final boss? No, it happens, man. I have Soul Blade in addition to Soul Edge, but it's about video time now. Watch a couple video clips and then we'll wrap it up. Tomorrow I gotta log in some serious time on Final Fantasy 13, not 13, 15. I should be 13 again. I really like that game. 15 is fine. It's just so much hiking.
The legend will never die.
That's good to know. Alright. Good times. Well, let's See what's going on in chat land here. Woo. I think I responded to pretty much everything here. Sorry, I hate it. I'm gonna get my hands in the way of the camera here. All right, it's or NOL. My initials. My initials are actually NGP, but sometimes I do use NOL because it's close to Noel. All right. Plug in our VCR here. I just unplug this now because of the baby, because she watches this TV, but she also pulls on things, so. Alright. Let's see what we got here.
ジャマイカ行ったの。ニューヨークからニューヨークで最後のレコーディング最後の作業。
Hey. What is that, 1:30 Eastern time? I should do a documentary about International Channel. You know, I mean, I would totally do another weblog about it for sure.
じゃなくて私が
last stream we did got they got blocked. That Orange Road theme got me into a whole bunch of not like bad trouble, but it's just like, yeah, it's blocked worldwide now. The Soul Hunter opening got it blocked in Japan, but the Orange Road is what got it blocked worldwide. So, all right. So I love Hey's interviews, but and, you know, I'll fast forward this to see what else we got here. So we got a Fuji drama here. We always get in trouble for showing Dragon Ball GT. So I'll fast forward that a little bit here. Not like really, but it's just, you know, it always trips off like, oh, you're watching copyrighted stuff. So what's the point of making anything if you're not going to share it with the people? No, you can't watch the Slayers. That gets us in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, it's such a shame that Slayers and the Lost Universe are kept under such brutal lock and key by their studio that produces them, apparently. Or at least the rights holders of the stuff in Japan.
Delphina, are you okay?
So check out the closing credits to Outlaw Star. Yeah, Outlaw Star is a great show.
The power that he wished for. If we don't stop him, the entire universe will be in danger.
What should we do?
We'll join forces. I'll combine my powers with yours, and then we'll fight him to the end.
Next generation future hero.
You must seal fate.
Outlaw Star will return in a moment.
Good old Toonami.
And now I'm stuck babysitting
Adventure
10:36 in Cali. All right.
Grim and Evil Show.
So it's 1:36 here.
Only on Cartoon Network. This summer, the Princess Crash Course has begun. Disney's The Princess Diaries, rated G, now playing.
2001 is when this was
Looks like they heard.
taped.
Hasbro Planet of the Apes collection has landed. And it rules. What are you waiting for?
Thanks again, Captain Velocity.
The new Adidas Meteorite. You can only catch them at Kids Foot Locker. You game?
I don't know why we've got this weird nose commercial here, but we'll see what it's for. Kleenexes, it better be.
How do you hang out? Just chill.
Okay, that commercial had nothing to do with anything. All right, Tony, as much as I like you here, let's see what else we got going on. See if we can get to the credits here. I mean, Outlaw Star has one of the most soothing closing credit songs ever. I wonder if this is the last one. I don't remember. Yeah, it is the last one.
Outlaw Star, now ready for liftoff.
Hopefully, see you again. Dude, I used to love this song. I still do. I mean, the first one is fine, but this is a good song right here, and I love the artwork too. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, Chinese variety show here. I clearly saw this and ran to hit record. I need to upload this. I should just upload this whole thing on my channel here. I have no knowledge of Mandarin, so I can't even. I have no idea who this is. Chinese pop music is definitely cool as hell. I mean, J-pop is my favorite, but this is good stuff right here. You know, I found out something funny about your initials. There's GP and class. Cool. You should listen to Taiwanese pop. Nice. I'm assuming it can't be too different from this. Well, it was fun. Something's coming in.
That's it, bro. Is not sold in stores, so don't wait. Call me. Just put it on and keep it on.
Ooh, an 80s infomercial. Well, there that goes.
We'll bill you for the
No,
rest.
here it is.
Remember, Time Life Sounds of the 80s collection is not sold in stores, so don't wait. Call now.
What is up with this tape here? It's like I apparently taped over a couple of things here. Either that or the tape is just done. Pretty soon a giant ring is going to appear on the tape and suck us into it. That's how I want to go. Anything else on here? Fast forward. I think that's probably the end of the tape. Yeah, that is the end of the tape. Wow, that Chinese song was super cool though. What else we got? I'll do like one more tape before I wrap this up here. Oh, we can't show WrestleMania 9. That says Dino Thunder. There's nothing on that. Let's sorry. Let's run over here. Some more tapes. That's not anything. Come on. What else we got here? It's also not anything. This one's probably got some good shit on it. Here we go. Oh yeah, I got in trouble for showing the opening to Perfect Strangers on this tape.
That was our flashback music video for tonight. TG's Love Tonight. Next, I'll be playing you a music video from As One. Here's the email. I've been watching MVH for some time now, and I love the videos you play.
As One is good. Oh, I bet this is Mr.
So
Ajo.
much more than dirty thoughts and custom pictures. There are 3 videos in particular. Every time I watch these,
So we have to change the angle a little bit because we got a copyright thingamabob here. Please ensure that the content owner has added your blah blah, I don't know, whatever.
Thank you, Satoria. Thank you, Satoria. I guess it's your lucky day because I know we've already played Kisses Because of Being Women earlier tonight. Now is As One's You're Welcome. Enjoy.
Oh, You're Welcome by As One. I haven't seen this one here. Mr. Ajo, that was a good one. I have that on my channel. Do, 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 do. Hopefully we can like get through this without getting in trouble here. I'll kind of shift the camera a little bit here. See what's going on in the chat. It's very different from Chinese Mandarin. Always love Korean girls' presentations. Who doesn't? This is like a much more R&B-ish song here. Whereas I feel like Mr. Ajo is a lot more poppy. So, you know, we'll fast forward here. Mr. Ajo will take you to a place where everything will make you feel high.
Only one radio.
The Bose Stereo.
It is small enough to fit almost anywhere. The extraordinary Wave Radio from Bose. Press the remote control and hear big, rich sound that fills the room. Sounds so rich, Popular Science called it a sonic miracle.
Wow.
You hear music the way it was meant to be heard.
Popular Science is saying that, then you know you can trust it.
Hear the Wave Radio to believe it, and now you can. Satisfaction guaranteed. Call toll-free to hear it in your home. Ask about our free shipping offer and interest-free payment plan. Experience big stereo sound from a radio. Call today. Order now and take advantage of our 12-month interest-free payment plan.
Thank you for the compliment, John.
Up next on International Channel, the Japanese anime Soul Hunter.
Yeah,
An
good
incredible
times.
action-adventure tale of a young wizard assigned to a most dangerous mission to fight off the evil spirits during the time of darkness. Hideous monsters, frightful apparitions, and vicious sorcerers get in the way of restoring peace and order to the nation.
I remember I always had a hard time balancing Monday Night Raw and Soul
Up next,
Hunter.
Only on International Channel.
Well, that's it for tonight's Music Video Heaven. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. If your email request was not read tonight, it might be in future weeks. Keep them coming in. Also, vote for your favorite music video at www.nbc.com.
I wonder if Hyun Yim is on Instagram.
Stay warm.
I think I'll look her up. Tell her, like, hey, I know you were a cheerleader for the Washington Redskins. Hope they changed their name back. And I love Music Video Heaven.
Coming up at 11 p.m., Soul Hunter, and at 11:30 p.m., Oriental Horizon.
Time Warner Digital Cable gives you the power to control movies.
I want board by sundown.
The mission begins on your command.
Suzanne and I were groupies.
See your favorite stars instantly.
Never thought about hooking up.
Sweet, spicy, and so easy.
I want to be a master of disguise.
Master the laughs with your digital remote. Right now with the power of eye control from Time Warner Digital Cable. If you don't have digital, call Time Warner Cable.
All right, Arrow. Stream is still up. Well, you'll have to check out the rest of the stream. We're just about done here.
Yeah, it's that soft. Stainmaster with Tech Test.
You deserve carpet this soft. At our
We
shop,
stumbled
you
across a
experience
random
the carpet
Chinese
that
pop
touches your back.
performance.
Right now, get a free puppy soft mascot with your purchase
And
of
then we
DuPont
watched a little
Stainmaster
music
carpet
video
with
Heaven
Tech
and a
Test
little
fiber.
Outlaw
Like Tech
Star.
Test, he's soft as a puppy, tough as a bulldog, and great for naps.
The following program is rated TV-PG.
We actually,
Viewer discretion is...
we can't watch Soul Hunter because it gets us blocked in Japan, so... I think that's well, Arrow's back. Gotta watch something for him here. Hold on, Arrow. Don't go away. We'll pop one more tape in for you before we hit the road. Alright. What's on this one? Oop, wrong thing. I didn't want to put that one on. Mm-hmm.
11:30 p.m. I see a bus. Thursday on IC Revolution, a music video show with attitude. Catch Revolution on Asus.
I love Revolution so much.
7 p.m. Pacific on IC.
Insurance companies can be tough. Sometimes a lawyer has to go to trial to win a case.
I'm attorney Martin J. Rothschild. I've tried cases in courtrooms throughout this great state. Most cases do settle, but when you're seriously injured or there's several parties involved, more may be required. You need a lawyer who can get the job done.
Rothschild is a fighter.
The Rothschild Law Firm, a tough law firm fighting for your rights.
You want results? Call Rothschild.
The other day, a lady brought in.
Oh yeah.
And asked me if there was
So there's
anything to
a
be done to
shoe
make
store
them
in
more
Cortland called
comfortable. I
Sarvez,
said, yeah, put 'em in
and
your
the
closet,
guy
forget
that
you ever
owned
bought
it,
Aren't pointed.
you know,
And
had a
shoes
Pringles
should be
mustache. Like,
an
no
ideal
joke.
tailor,
This is the
owner of
guy.
Sarvez
So
shoes. And you won't find any pointy shoes at my store. What you will find are shoes that feel good from the moment you put them on.
I will say, Sarvez had pretty good shoes. They were good.
50 Main Street in
They
downtown.
were they sold cool shoes. I remember I bought a pair of Adidas shoes there that had like Mexican had like the Mexican flag on the tongue of the shoe, and the three stripes were you gotta fast forward that. The three stripes were like, I think, like green and white and red or something like that. They're cool. But yeah, Sarvez was a cool shoe store. Sad it hasn't been around in like, 18 years, but it's all good in the hood. I'm fast forwarding through Slayers because, Slayers in the Lost Universe, they always get us in trouble. See what's on this Adult Swim thing here. Ooh, it's C-Lab. I used to hate these cards because, they always, they took away from like anime music time. That's gonna be like the uh-oh thing. What else we got in here? I'll just pull one random tape here. See what's on it. Okay, let's see what's on this one. Last tape for the evening, right here.
Earth began moving its burgeoning population into gigantic orbiting space colonies.
Alright, that's Gundam. We're gonna rewind because Sunrise is always really like bitchy about things. Like they're always like, you showed our stuff, you know. They're probably gonna get mad about Outlaw Star, but recently they've been a little more chill. They'll just like say, hey, we want to make money off this. It's like, yeah, dude, go ahead. Like, I am not on YouTube to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be nice if I could, but I don't think I can. So, you know, I just want to, you know, do my thing, share my stuff, and some of that stuff I want to be archiving of stuff that I love, which includes you know, goes as self-expression, but then also does the service of archiving this really cool footage. I mean, I've been watching a lot of David Letterman's, and the awesome ones, the ones that keep the commercial. You'd think they'd eat up the idea of getting free advertising at no cost. Yeah, you think. I don't know, dude. I love Japan as a country, but like some of their copyright stuff is ridiculous. It's just like thing on principle and culture. Plus, they have such a disposable culture in a lot of ways because there's not a lot of space there, so they throw a lot of stuff out, you know. So. Ooh, Power of Love. They got the opening on this right here. Yes, we're gonna watch opening credits. This is one of my all-time favorite openings to a J-pop opening to a J-drama right here, and here we go. I love this song. And for reviews, new episodes of the Noel Show, new artwork videos, video game reviews, all that kind of stuff. The YouTube channel will be active, you know, so all that good stuff. So thank you all for your well wishes and night wishes, and thanks for hanging in on the stream and showing interest in what I'm interested in, and just me just generally hosting the talk show that we call the Noel ComiX live stream, not to be confused with the Noel Talk Show, which I'm thinking I'm going to have Dr. Phil on the next episode of the Noel Show, so that should be interesting. So be on the lookout for that. Check out the episode that we just did, you know, with Mike Levy and Grimace. That was a good one there. And Ted Danson made yet another appearance. Good times, good times. So until next time, guys, my name is Noel. You take care. And I will see all of you in the very near future for more live streaming fun and Noel ComiX YouTube action on the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. Night, night. Bye-bye.